it's me, Spirit Star. And in today's video, we'll be talking about Castlevania, the animated series, which is actually pretty good. Let me go get my tablet. There we go. So yeah, let me get my Aozora. It's actually a pretty good series. It basically starts off with this guy, which is the main protagonist, which is Trevor Belmont. Well, not really. Let's see, Castlevania. Castlevania. Weird. Doesn't have... Okay, let me just go into Wikipedia. Wikipedia will tell me all about it. Because apparently it's not really anime, it's just animated series. You know, it's American made, so it's not Japanese. So, Castlevania. The animated series. There we go. So yeah. Okay. Oh, American Canadian. Wow. Okay. So yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. It's Canadian, which is cool. Yeah. American and Canadian. So Castlevania is a Canadian-American adult animated web television series based on the 1989 video game Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse by Konami. Like, the fact that they made a Castlevania anime, like, I love it. Because I've been playing Castlevania since the first one. Since Nintendo. Like, since they first came out with the first Castlevania. Like, I love it so much. That's what really got me hooked. Besides Pokemon, Mega Man, and Castlevania. Those are by far my three most favorite. First, Pokemon. Because obviously, actually, now that I talk about it, yeah, because my father got me the Nintendo first, and then the Game Boy. So basically, Castlevania is my first console. Well, Nintendo is my first console. Castlevania was not one of the originals. It was Super Mario, but I would play Super Mario, but I wasn't hooked like Castlevania. Basically, because in Castlevania you could actually fight back. You know, use a whip, use an axe, holy potion. You know, stuff like that, and the cross as well, like the iconic cross that you throw and it comes back to. You know, it's just so cool. So I basically grew up with NES, you know. And my first game was actually Mario and Duck Hunt. And then my father got me Castlevania. I started playing that. I started playing other games. Basically, I was hooked on to Castlevania because I liked it. The fact that it was a side-scroller game, kind of like Mario, but Mario, you jump on Goombas, obviously. In this one, you got to fight back, you throw a whole bunch of stuff, you use your whip to kill the monsters. It was just so cool. And basically, Pokemon after. So, basically, that's why I love Castlevania. Castlevania so much. Like, it's just too good. And when I found out that there was an anime, I was like, holy Kerbola. Like, it was crazy awesome. And the fact that there was an anime, I was like, mind blown. If I wouldn't have any if it would be any better than that, my head would literally explode like blood all over the place, you know. Which is impossible to do, but yes. So, okay, let's get back to the series. Follows Trevor Belmont, which is the son of Simon, you know. Basically, it starts off with Simon Belmont, which is the original of Castlevania, you know, with his whip, his cross, his holy water, his axe, and a knife that he would throw, you know. So basically, Trevor is his son, which is, he does exactly the same thing. The only difference is that his costume's different. You know, Trevor has like a long trench coat with poofy stuff, kind of like Jon Snow, in a sense. With a sword and a whip, basically. So basically, he's like Jon Snow. You know, kind of like him. Except Jon Snow doesn't have a whip. So let's get back. Trevor Belmont, who defends the nation from Wallachia, from Dracula and his minions. Originally planned as a film with a script written by Warren Ellis in 2007, the project entered development hell in about 2015, where it finally funded with the help of animation studios Frederator and Powerhouse Animation Studios, along with Netflix. Its art style is heavily influenced by that Japanese anime Ayami Kojima's artwork in Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which is the very same art style, you know, like that, like dark and brooding, the contrast of light and dark, like you could see the detail and all this, like that's basically how the animated series is. It's very dark, gloomy, kind of. The series premiered on Netflix streaming service on July 7th, 2017, and was renewed and expanded 8-episode second season of the same day. So basically, it's just too good. It basically starts off with Dracula. They kill his wife, and he's incredibly pissed. He's like, who killed my wife? Like, he's... If words could describe how angry he was as pissed off as the devil. Like, really. Like, end the world type thing. You know, like, nobody messes with me and my blah, 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 blah. You know. Sorry. That was out of context, but yeah. So basically, Dracula was so pissed off, he literally just went on a rampage releasing demons, you know, because he could do that. He's Dracula. He's half human, half demon. Basically, he's a vampire, so he could summon demons across the land, you know, killing everybody. They should have never killed his wife, because she was just trying to do good. You know, she was a scientist, and basically they said she was a witch, you know. Basically, in that era of stuff, Christians were very... they were very corrupt back then, the Catholic Church. Well, in the anime, not in real life. in this anime, they're very corrupt and they like to steal money. They also kill people. You know, if they believe that you're doing some kind of black magic or some kind of demon possession thing or any magic, they would kill you. They would put you on a stake. No ifs, ands, or buts. You know, they were like that. They were very superstitious people back then, you know, in the anime. And basically, the thing about this anime is that Trevor Belmont, he kind of sides with he's kind of a vampire hunter in a sense. Yeah, he kind of is Catholic, but he's not with that group of Catholics because they're very, you know, like heretical in a sense. Basically, they're like heretics. So let's get back to the anime. What else? Oh yeah, perfect. I'll explain the episodes basically when they came out. Oh. Okay, so in the first episode, the name is Witch Bottle. In Wallachia in 1455, a young woman named Lisa, who wishes to become a doctor, seeks out Vlad Dracula Tepes, a vampire with advanced scientific knowledge. Yeah, he was like a regular human. He was not evil at the time, because what he does is evil later on. Scientific knowledge, intrigued by her courage and ambition, Dracula agrees to teach her, while she in turn offers him help to reconnect with humanity. And the two eventually fall in love and marry 20 years later in a town named Targovist. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's weird, but okay. Lisa is burned at the stake after Bishop discovers scientific equipment in her home and accuses her of witchcraft. Dracula is devastated and furious upon learning his wife's death and declares the people have 1 year to make their peace. After every human in Wallachia will die by his hand. His son Alucard tells him to instead go after the man responsible instead of all humanity, but Dracula refuses to listen and attacks him. 1 year later, the Archbishop hosts a celebration in defiance of Dracula. As promised, Dracula kills the Archbishop, destroys the church, and orders his demon army to kill every person left in Wallachia. As the army spreads across the line, people place the blame on the kingdom noble family, including the Belmonts. So basically, they blame the Belmonts for something they didn't do. Like, the Belmonts had nothing to do with that. Yeah, you know, because obviously the Belmonts are somewhat rich. They're a rich family, so basically they want to blame it on them, you know. Blame it on, you know, somebody that hasn't done anything at all, you know. So basically, yeah. So yeah, guys, that does it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, sorry. Bye-bye. Bye.